Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. I'm fed up, and I want to get a few things off my chest this morning. You know, when I woke up this morning, it just crossed my mind. It's like, if America is the greatest country in the world, and let's just say it is, to avoid the arguments, and certainly one of the richest nations that's ever existed, then why are people so angry? Why are so many people so angry? Why is it so violent over here? I wasn't even going to talk about it. This is just what came across my mind when I was cooking my breakfast today. And I'm listening to YouTube, and the news came on. And a 26-year-old man from Senegal, who was over here escaping the poverty and the war-torn country that he came from, because he was fed up with what was going on over in Senegal. Nobody's ever claimed that Senegal was the greatest country in the world. But he made it over here in 2023, and he's doing everything that America asked him to do. He was working as a DoorDash driver. Now, I'll be damned if one of these old entitled nuts over here kills him in a road rage incident. Because I guess he's fed up with something too, whatever it was, and took it out on the man. That he even killed a man, threw away his life for a road rage incident. Why are people so angry? Why is it so violent over here? And why doesn't anybody talk about it? We act like, oh, it's no big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. This man escaped a war-torn country. He's thinking, oh, I'm coming to America, the land of opportunity, home of the brave, land of the free. And now he's cold in the morgue in Detroit. Something like that happened here several years ago. A guy, same thing, but I believe he escaped Sudan and the civil war that was going on, and came to Louisville, Kentucky, my hometown, and opened a business, New York fashion. Well, I'll be damned if two of these entitled nuts over here, who were fed up for whatever reason, robbed and killed him. They got $40, by the way, and a life sentence. Well, if you fed up, get a damn job. That's what I say. But that still wasn't enough to make me talk about this today. It wasn't until I heard about the TSA agent down in Florida. I believe she's 36 years old, beautiful woman. She's got her 11-year-old daughter, the 12-year-old son of a boyfriend. And I'll be damned if they're not ambushed and their car full with bullets. She's dead. The two children fighting for their lives. Did I decide to talk about this? Now women and children aren't even safe. But if that wasn't enough to add insult to injury, I'm getting my toast out, and my daughter says, Daddy, Mama's car was broken into last night. Now, here's a woman, my ex-wife, doesn't bother anybody. Goes to work every day, doesn't have anything. It's not like her car had some fancy stereo system or something in there. She had some type of designer purses or anything. No, they just came by and broke all the windows out of her car. Now, of course, you know, the insurance will cover it once she meets the deductible and all that. But I'm saying, enough is enough, man. I'm fed up, you know. People think that when I left the country, that it was, that I had other options, that it was extreme. Yeah, I did have other options, but the options I had led to the penitentiary or the graveyard. See, I've been fed up. That's why I left. But yeah, I could have picked up the AR-15 or the Glock, but I wouldn't have shot innocent people. I know who to shoot. But yeah, I want to talk about that, man, because I'm fed up, man. I'm fed up with all this violence going on over here. Senseless violence. If this is the land of opportunity, then what's going on, guys? Talk to me. Put it in the comments. Because America has become a cult, in my opinion. They got this cult type of attitude that if you say something about America, if you criticize it, they're coming for you. They think that America's beyond criticism. Well, it's not. And more people are getting fed up. And they're looking at their options. But I wasn't going to talk about it because I know how people are. It's always gloom and doom with you. Well, I'm in the belly of the beast. I'm going to talk about what I'm seeing, living, and experiencing. And because you won't, that's up to you. Because a lot of y'all are fed up. You just don't have the courage to do anything. And you turn on the TV, you turn on YouTube and all that, and you see all this stuff about people leaving and coming back. Because they wasn't fed up enough. They really wasn't fed up. If you fed up, man, you're not coming back. So let's talk about that a little bit today. If you're fed up with being ignored, if you're fed up with the racism, if you're fed up with the violence and the hate and the magic show that's going on over here in America, in Washington, by the way. Yeah, it's a magic show. It's like any other magic show. They get you looking at one thing and they over here doing something else. So what can you do, Cal? Well, when you become fed up enough and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you start looking at your options. The first thing I did was I had to become sick and tired of being sick and tired and looking around and saying, nothing else is going to work. Here's my only 3 options. See, that's why guys come back. That's why it doesn't work in those other countries. Because I'm not fed up enough. And then you got to figure out, okay, I've looked at all my options. I got to leave. There's no turning back. Where are you going to go? And when you talk about where you're going to go, it entails the whole 9 yards. Can I afford it? Am I going to be welcome? What am I going to do there? But find out where you're going to go. And then put your plan in action. Get off your ass and do it. But yeah, I'm fed up, man. It's too violent over here. That's just the nitty gritty. That's just how it is. We become numb to the violence. People are angry. I don't know, man. If this is the greatest country in the world, we've got some explaining to do. There's nowhere you can go to escape it over here in America. If this is the greatest country and the richest country in the world, and you can't be satisfied here, and you can't be happy here, then what the hell is going on? Talk to me, man. Because ever since I've been back, I'm getting this little pain in the back of my head, Because this is a place where they'll tell you in a minute that what you're seeing is not what you're seeing. It's something else. But yeah, this thing got bad over here. When women and children aren't safe, we got some explaining to do. It's time to look in the mirror. But I wasn't going to, hurt anybody innocent. I knew who to hurt. But instead of doing that, I came up with the best option. It was leaving for me. And I'm so thankful that I did. I've only been back here 5 weeks. And I'm just not just going to sit here and just ignore this stuff. Most of the men that I see that are happy over in the Philippines where I live, they're just tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired over here. Enough that they don't get homesick. They don't fool themselves like I fooled myself. Oh, I got to get back. My kids want to see me. My friends, everybody. No, that's an illusion. They don't want to see you. Life goes on over here. And now that I've been back and I've seen everybody that I've seen, and I did everything that I've done. I've eaten the foods and all of that. I'm leaving, man, and I'll probably never come back here for no reason. Because I'm fed up, man. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I got a real life channel. I'm going to talk about real life stuff. I'm not making anything up. Everything I talk about here is facts. This man escaped a war-torn country, poverty-stricken, inflation out of the roof, made it to America, and got killed delivering DoorDash. How crazy is that? They're killing women and children over here. They're not even safe. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find in your heart to help somebody. Now the day goes by, I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. When you get fed up, don't take it out on innocent people. Look at all your options. Find out what you're going to do and then do it. Find the courage. Don't pick up that AR-15. Pick up the phone and talk to somebody. Because you'll know when it's time to go. That little gnawing in the back of your brain is real. And what you're seeing, living, and experiencing is real. And don't ever let anybody tell you that it's not. If this is the richest country in the world that's ever existed, and this is the greatest country in the world, and let's just say it is for the sake of avoiding an argument, then we got a lot of explaining to do. We got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen.